My name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review for the 17th episode of Love Island. So without further ado, let's get straight in with today's video. So at the beginning of this episode, obviously we found out that there was going to be a recoupling. And I think at this point, I had no idea who was going to pick who. I think because there was so much drama, so many bombshells, so many different chats going on. My head was scrambled anyway, but I think their heads were scrambled actually living in the situation. So yeah, Will was up first. He obviously chose Jessie. Aaron was up next, and he basically said that this girl deserves a lot more than she's currently got so far. He coupled up with Lana. Spencer chose Olivia. Shaq chose Tanya. Kai described this girl having lovely characteristics and he was excited to take it further, with Ron kind of knowing at this point, oh my goodness, the girl I was about to pick is going to be picked. So Kai chose Sammy. Ron chose Tanyelle, adding that she was his best friend in there, and it was up to Tom whether he wanted to couple up with Ellie or whether he wanted to couple up with Zara. So he basically said that this girl has had a rough ride. He wanted her to find someone, whether it was him or whether it was someone else. So he coupled up with Ellie, meaning that Zara was dumped from the villa. She basically said to the girls that she thought it was her time to go, and Olivia said that even though they had their little disagreement at the beginning with Tom, she still does think that Zara is a great girl. Ron and Tanyelle had a quick chat where Tanyelle basically said to Ron, "Did you see Sammy's face?" adding that she was a little bit disappointed to be with Kai. Tanyelle said that she would rather be with a different guy, such as Ron, rather than being a second option for someone like Kai. Kai also said that he thinks Ron and Tanyelle actually suit really, really well, with Ellie and Spencer both agreeing. Lana said to Ron that she does see him and Sammy, and she sees that Sammy always wants to be around Ron, adding that Ron has the gift of the gab. So although he's telling her that he does love her and that she is #1 priority and he is still interested in her, it's almost like he's just talking nonsense because he's still wanting to get to know this new girl. And the fact that she's always wanted to hang around him just proves that even more. Sammy said that she was shocked to be chosen by Kai, but she's happy to be in a couple with him, adding that everyone has different qualities. And they also agreed that Ron and Tanyelle seem to have a bit of a proper spark. Kai and Ron also had a chat, with Ron saying that Sammy looked disappointed to be with him, and that no other girl would do what Sammy has done to him by kind of stepping on someone else's toes, especially Tanyelle's. Ron said that he needs to try and open a book that has been closed twice, the situation with Lana. Yeah, I think him getting to know Sammy is not a bad thing. If it's his perfect type on the outside, it might just mean that he's better suited to her than Lana, but it's just the fact that he's not been honest with Lana, and yeah, she clearly was interested in him, but now is feeling just like she's a second option. With Tom and Ellie, she basically said that she wasn't expecting him to choose her. He basically said that she was genuine and deserves to find someone in the villa, whether it is him or whether it is someone else. She added that it could be platonic between the two of them, with Tom not really knowing what platonic meant, and she had to explain that it meant non-romantically, and his face was just kind of a bit like, oh. So maybe she shut down the love aspect on him because of how he's been treating the other girls, or maybe she's like, let's just solidify the friendship first, and then if something develops, then that's great. Shaq and Tanya had their quick chat on the terrace. Both of them got a little bit flirty, and he basically said that what we have is very special. They obviously had their kiss, and then we saw Zara leaving the villa, and on the way out she did a nice little strut as if she was walking down a catwalk, with Jessie noticing that. Sammy basically said to Tanyelle that she's had the fun side and the fun vibe from two of the guys, but she hasn't got that from Kai at the moment. And Tanyelle basically telling Ron, don't try and kiss me, like when you've got 3 or 4 different girls on the go, and obviously they had a bit of a giggle. I think they do get on really, really well as friends, but it'll be quite interesting to see if they actually go further as a couple. Tanya said to Shaq, will you make me sign a prenup? And he basically said no. She basically said, good, well I'm not going to sign anything. And Tanyelle said in the morning that she had a dream about Ron where she kissed him and he also kissed her back. So let's see if that actually will fall front to the front at the moment anytime soon. The girls also received a text saying that new boys Jordan and Casey were downstairs in the pool and there was mimosas available for breakfast. We found out that Casey is a 26-year-old recruiter from Tring, has blue eyes, a nice smile and better chat than the other lads. Jordan, 28, a senior HR advisor from London, 6'5", saying that that's his best feature, being tall, and that no one is safe in their couples now that he is coming into the villa. Ron basically said that the new boys are not going to have any loyalty towards the boys or the girls, and Olivia said that the boys are now getting a taste of their own medicine because now they've got a load of bombshells coming in for them, and they've also been obviously treated with Sammy. Tanya on her way out basically was like, new husband, I'm coming to get you. Olivia said there's 2 new men because obviously they were both of age. And Tanya said that she wants the two new boys to teach the other guys how to be mature. Ellie said that she was sweating, not because of the sun. I think she likes both of the guys. And Lana, Tanya and Ellie put their hands up when they were asked whether they were in a friendship couple or not. Casey said he wants to find a fit girl with a nice personality, and Jordan said that Olivia seemed to be giving him quite a lot of good eye contact, and Casey said that he's had flings with brunettes but potentially would go for a blonde as well. Tanya said that the two guys were quite good looking, with Jordan being fit, and Lana said that someone wanted to gift them two guys, with Ron saying 2 new bombshells is a test for Lana, for her to go for one or the both of them and then realise he's the better man. Sammy said that the boys have seemed to have been a bit relaxed about the situation, with Tanya saying, well, actually it's the girls that have the power, and Casey and Jordan both had to reveal the 3 girls that they wanted to go on a date with the hashtag bombshells on job. So firstly, Casey picked Lana and Jordan picked Tanya, with Ron saying, I knew it as soon as he was picked, and Casey obviously started laughing, being like, look, from Ron's expression, he knows that I was going to pick Lana. And Ellie basically said that she could see when boys try and laugh off their feelings, and she felt like Ron was hurt by, obviously, Lana having to go on a date with someone else. And then on the dates, Tanya said to Jordan that this was her first date, with him basically saying, you're welcome. And Casey said to Lana that he was quite a confident guy, he'll go for what he wants. And Lana asked if she's his type, to which he replied, yes. With Tanya and Jordan, he basically said he knows what he wants. Obviously, he's 28 years old. He wants to settle down, have a family, those sorts of things. And she basically said, well, I'm glad you're older, because obviously they had so many young guys in the villa. It's nice to have some older guys. And I think both Casey and Jordan are the 2 oldest guys in the villa, which is good. I think Aaron's 25, so coming up close. Yeah, Lana basically said she's massive on energy, and that when Casey entered, she just felt that there was a bit of a vibe between them, and she doesn't necessarily think that a guy needs to be the loudest person in the room to have the most personality. So the fact that Casey's quite shy or quite not as loud as the other guys means that he's on her level. And Tanya basically said to Jordan that all of her exes seem to be completely different. She doesn't really have a type, and she'll just kind of go for whoever's just a nice person. After their dates, Lana had to go and retrieve Olivia for Casey, and Tanya had to go and retrieve Sammy for Jordan. Kai basically just said that he and all of them had messed up all of the situations, with Will basically saying, don't say all of us, like, him and Jesse are absolutely fine. And Ron suggested that maybe this was the situation that they all needed to actually test their relationships. He added that Lana needs to go out and find what the fellas are like, to see if she actually finds something with someone else. And again, Shaq spoke up and said, do you not think you've done anything wrong? Saying that to Ron, adding that he's taken advantage of her, saying one thing to Lana and then his actions are completely different. And Ron basically said, no, like, we get on, but I still want her to try and explore, just see if she's got something with someone else. And yeah, Shaq wasn't really pleased about how he was treating Lana. And at the end, Spencer basically said that she wouldn't drop him because she's too nice. So even if she was to have a connection with one of these new boys, she probably wouldn't want to take that any further, just purely because of how much she likes Ron. And Ron knows that, which is why he's having all these chats, apologising and then doing it again. So yeah, that was it for episode 17. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And until my next review, thank you for watching and goodbye.